for the interest of the people, and then somebody else who do not know this, the plan I have for Biafra people to come and start. No, it's not going to happen. I will be part of the government.
So, what role will Nnamdi Kanu play?
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have his own right to make a choice, so we cannot force him, you know. But I believe that when he was making such comment, he don't know what we have done today. If he come out today and see what we have done, I believe he's going to have a change of mind.
What is your role, your relationship with the IPOB that was the other faction?
They are Biafrans. The only relationship I have with them is that they are Biafrans. And when they, after Biafra become an independent state under the Biafra government in exile and de facto government, we will start a reconciliation process.
You think you can reconcile with them?
Why would they not? If they don't want to reconcile, they will go to exile. Yeah. But the government will give them opportunity for reconciliation. That's what makes us different. You know, I'm not here for vindictive or to kill anybody or anything like that. I want the best interest of the Biafra people. So those who believe in freedom, actually believe in freedom, there will be open door for reconciliation.
One more question before I bring in the audience, and that's a question about people in what we know today as Niger Delta, who are saying that they don't want to be part of this. How will you force them to be part of what
they should first of all go and outnumber part of the 50 million people that voted for Biafra.
So are you going to
let me tell you, once they outnumber those numbers, we don't have any problem with that. Actually, it is even in the constitution we have today. So a confederating state means that they need to be educated for those who are shouting that too, because they don't know what is confederation. So they can still have whatever they want to have, do whatever they want to do in their state and all that, because they are completely free from everything we are doing. So if they feel that they can have a defense system that works for them, good for them. We can't do what Nigeria did to us to them. And let me tell you also that the issue of Niger Delta, this Niger Delta that, is something that the Constitution of Biafra have actually addressed. So, and there's not going to be a better system than what we have today, this confederating state of Biafra, where they will have their choice and their right to do whatever they want to do, have their own constitution, have their own parliament, each state on their own. That is the best. And then our defense is the same, because we're going to have enemies that will surround us. And these enemies that will surround us is not just against us alone. They are against America, they are against the West. So America needs us. The West need us in order to protect their interest, because once we protect the interest of America, we protect our interest. The business, once the business, the trade, the shipment and all that begin to move, our own interest is also protected. So when people talk about American interest, it is as if it is only America we are fighting for. No. When American interest in the region is protected, our interest is protected as well. When there is no piracy in the sea, after Biafra become an independent state, we combat piracy, like the way they're spending billions today, they can't move freely in the sea and all that. That will end automatically. And our army will be army that is not going to have any Islamic affiliate, any terrorist affiliate, just like you have today, people that are affiliated to Boko Haram terrorist group. We're not going to have that in Biafra land,
right? Why is it? Yeah. Why is it that the Nigerian government, despite their efforts to get you extradited, that they've not been successful to getting Finland to work with them?
Finland doesn't work with a terrorist country.
All right.
And they will never work with terrorist country. That I can assure you here.
But you know that they are making moves.
Which move? The
Nigerian government.
They can make moves for all I care. I am here standing very strong because I know I'm not doing anything wrong.
All right. So for those who want to join us, I posted the link.
And also, Rudolph.
Yeah.
I want to say something here because this is an opportunity for me to address you.
Okay, go ahead.
And, so I want to say this, some of you have made bad decisions in the past, a very bad one. And so we have a record of making good decisions. And our decisions have actually favored our people for many years. And I want to tell you one bad decision you have made, and many of you. One is that I saw you protesting against Goodluck Jonathan during the 2015 election. You want Buhari to come in. It was a very bad decision. And sometimes like that, we look at the people who have made such decision that they are not capable to decide for the people. So when we are making this decision we're making today, that you may not see the effect of it today, you give us the benefit of doubt and see what it will turn out in the next few years. So Biafra that I'm fighting today and making all these things that many people are laughing at, they are laughing that we are going to have declaration in Finland. They don't know why we are having that. They are laughing that we are going to, I'm declaring Biafra. They are laughing that there is a national football team. They are like all those things. And that is exactly what Gandhi said. They will laugh at you, they will mock you. At the end of the day, you win. So I want to say that some of us that are making this decision for the best interest of Biafra people, we see what people don't see. So you should be able to give us benefit of that and support the decision we make. We kicked against Buhari. It backfired. You people supported him. We kicked against this Tinubu. You people, many of you supported him. And so it is very, very hard for people like us to come and listen to advisors that have made bad decisions in the past. It is very difficult for me, and I believe many people. So I just want to tell you this today because I may not have the opportunity to tell you again.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But I don't remember protesting against Jonathan.
Rudolph, I saw you carrying play card in the United States.
Saying what?
Protesting against Jonathan.
Me?
Yes, when they organized Occupy Nigeria, I saw you now. I will post it.
Okay, yeah, post it, please. Share it. Let me remember because I don't remember that. But anyway, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking time coming here. I will still ask you for more questions, but I want to give our viewers a chance to also weigh in. So when you come in, please, you have to make sure that you have your camera on. I just want you to ask one question only. You have to be respectful because you are talking to the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in a government in exile. So it's very important. And if you don't do that, we take you out. And there won't be any arguments. Just ask your question, listen to the answer, and then we find the best question you have. There are a lot of people who are trying to get in. And so when I bring you in, just be able to come up with one question. All right. Righteous man here first.
Yeah, good evening, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. I've been watching and following you for 2 years now. My question is this. How do you consider your safety as a priority? And should anything happen to you, who takes over from you?
Allow Biafrans and myself to worry about my safety. I don't have any problem with my safety.
Thank you, righteous man. Let's go to Ernest. Ernest, you're next. Ernest, unmute yourself. All right, so Ernest, I have to remove you if you can unmute yourself. Let's go to Okija and Okija. You're next.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so Mr. Ekpa, I mean, some people, might, think that this is funny, but this question is funny, but it's not. Behind you, I see American flag. I think that the other one is a Finnish flag, and the Israeli flag, and then behind those flags, I mean, including the Biafran flag. Then behind you, I see the Last Supper. This a white man, that he's not even Jewish, a white man, blonde hair, blue eyes. So I don't know, is this an image of Biafra? Is Biafra gonna be like a servant state to all this contraption? With the white man, I don't know, because what I know is that our people, we have our own religion. We have our own way of life. We had democracy before America was, founded. Igbo people, they are Republican people in nature. So, I mean, what image are you showing to us, with all these flags and the blonde man behind?
All right. So, thank you very much for that question. Biafra government has officially three religion. we have the Jewish religion, Christian religion, and traditional religion, officially. I believe that I've answered your question. So you can choose which one you want to be part of. If you want to be part of a traditional worshiper, it is official in Biafra land. If you want to be part of Christianity, it is official in Biafra land. If you want to be part of Jewish, it is official in Biafra land. Myself, I'm a Christian and a traditional worshiper too.
So we won't have Islamic religion in Biafra. That's what you're saying.
I said official 3 language. Islam is not official religion. Sorry, Islam is not official religion in Biafra land.
But they'll be allowed to practice.
I said official. That actually answered you. Official.
All right. Thank you, Okija. So on the politics of here, you're next.
Prime Minister,
official 3 language. Islam is not official religion. Sorry, Islam is not official.
Something is echoing.
But they'll be allowed to practice.
I said official. That actually answered you. Official. So can somebody mute? Yeah, Ernest, I think.
Yeah. All right, Ovie, go ahead.
All right. Special thank you to Prime Minister Simon. I from the bottom of my heart, I actually respect your style of leadership, and I want to say thank you for coming. 1, thank you for your clarity. 2, but most especially, thank you for the response you gave Rudolph in regard to the question he asked about the mistake he believed that Ojukwu made during the Biafra in the 60s. And your response on how you recognize that and how you are going about it, talking about the lobbies and all that. So that's particularly me, it hit me hard because currently I'm doing extensive research on the role of the West in regards to the Civil War, the Biafran War. And I couldn't help notice 2 things. America actually supported one Nigeria over Biafra. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, supported one Nigeria over Biafra based on 2 things. 1, they were scared that if Biafra actually got their sovereignty, they might decide to lean towards the Soviet Union. You remember, it was at the middle of the Cold War in the 60s. That's 1. 2, another concern of them is that if they allowed that to actually, Biafra to actually get their sovereignty, it might become the norm within the sub-Saharan region or indeed the whole continent, and that would be too much for them to deal with at that time. So that's why they fully supported it. But event that is happening today is as the same as what happened in the 60s, but in this time take a different face, which is China in disguise of BRICS. Why, of course, the still almighty United States. And I noticed that I don't know if I can be heard. I noticed that you are happy that Donald Trump won. So I'm curious, in order to avoid the mistake that Doro believed that Ojukwu made in the 60s, is that why you are in total?
I say what did happen. Remember that extracting Ekpa wouldn't be as easy as they thought, even if Ekpa truly has been detained by the British government. Because remember that there was a time Ekpa tore his passport online. He even burnt the Nigeria flag to show that he is no more a member of this country. And someone tearing his passport is disowning, means that that person has disowned that nation. Of course, you know that Ekpa is a citizen of Finland, and I don't think that it is going to be easy for him to be extracted to Nigeria for trial. This is coming from the Nigeria Army General, who said that Ekpa should be brought back to Nigeria to face his trial there. I say, wow, but one thing they don't know is that Nwatakili Chukwu Kabiama, Mazi Simon Ekpa Homadike, one of Ndi Igbo, will always succeed. He will always overcome. He will always conquer. He will always become the best. He will always triumph, no matter what these people are doing to make sure that Ekpa is brought down. I don't think that is going to be easy for them, that easy for them to bring down Ekpa as they have planned. I'm being honest with you. Well, Ekpa is a diplomat. He knows what he's doing. He knows his onion. And I believe that he knows the rightful step to take to be able to defend himself from the NIG government. He will know what to do. That is Ekpa for you. and Ekpa is a man who knows his onions. Meanwhile, let's look at what the IPOB members are saying. Of course, you know that for the IPOB, this will be a time of jubilation for them because they felt that Ekpa has that's Ekpa overtaking them and overthrowing them. And of course, you know that Ekpa has done what these people were not able to do. There are a lot of things that the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa Nwanjoko, has been able to achieve within this space of little time that Ekpa has not been able. What Ekpa has achieved within this little time that the IPOB in general has not been able to achieve. Because Ekpa has been working tirelessly night and day to make sure that the Biafra referendum becomes a reality, of which not everybody knows part of his struggle. He is not a man that talks too much, but he's a man of action. You know, there are people like the DOS and the rest of them who goes online to, you know, making speech and the rest of them. But at the end of the day, you find out that these people are not what they claim to be. They are just there for the money. But meanwhile, let's see what they are saying. IPOB said Ekpa was not a registered member of the group's chapter in Finland and cannot be leader of the group. On Thursday, Ekpa, a Finland-based secessionist, was arrested by law enforcement agents in the northern European nation. He was subsequently sent to prison by the district court of Pijatham for spreading terrorist propaganda on social media. Ekpa was said to have committed the crime in 2021 in Leiti municipality. The Finnish National Bureau of Investigation, NBI, also arrested 4 other men over alleged terrorist offense. In a statement on Friday, a powerful IPOB spokesperson said Ekpa was a destructive agent paid to infiltrate and destroy the peaceful movement of IPOB. Powerful accused the Nigerian and Finnish government of shielding Ekpa from arrest. Samuel Ekpa was never and is not an IPOB member, let alone being a leader in the IPOB. IPOB has some family units in Finland, and Simon Ekpa is not a registered member of any IPOB unit in Finland or any other IPOB unit globally. The statement reads, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established IPOB as a peaceful movement to seek Biafra independence via a supervised UN referendum. IPOB is a peaceful global movement that has never taken to violence or armed struggle in 2 decades of our self-determination struggle. It was unfortunate that some innocent Biafrans being passionate for the restoration of the stolen sovereignty of the Biafra nation thought that Simon Ekpa was genuinely sympathetic to the Biafra cause. Sadly, they had not learned the hard way that he was a destructive agent paid to infiltrate and destroy the IPOB peaceful movement for Biafra self-determination. He recruited violent criminals to destabilize the Southeast region in 2021. The Simon Ekpa-led group has no alliance, affiliation, or relationship with IPOB family worldwide. He recruited his criminal gangs who have been terrorizing the Biafra territory since 2021. The Nigerian government and politicians that contracted Simon Ekpa have been making strenuous efforts to tag the violent crimes of their agents on IPOB just to blackmail and demonize the new and peaceful Biafra self-determination struggle of Biafran people led by the IPOB. On the purported arrest of Simon Ekpa, all IPOB members, Biafrans, and lovers of Biafra freedom should remain calm and focused on our core objective, which is the restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra. After Nnamdi Kanu's arrest in June 2021, Ekpa was appointed to manage Radio Biafra, the broadcast wing of the indigenous people of Biafra. Weeks after the appointment, Powerful announced that Ekpa had been sacked from the role due to his refusal to sign the rules of engagement of Biafra Radio. Development caused a division in the leadership of IPOB, with Ekpa going to create his own faction. After breaking up with IPOB, Ekpa began attacking the management of the group while issuing counter orders, including directives on the controversial sit-at-home in southeast of Nigeria. On numerous occasions, IPOB's leadership disassociated themselves from the sit-at-home directive issued by Ekpa's faction. The Ekpa-led faction was blamed for the escalating violence in the southeast, including the killing of police officers and soldiers. Recently, Ekpa declared himself Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile and created an armed group called Biafra Liberation Army. Using social media platform, Ekpa spread disinformation about happenings in the southeast, shares glory images of killing of security agencies by non-state actors, and call for destruction of the public facilities. All right, when I don't see as they happen for that side, for that particular matter, ndị be anyị si na olile amụ ebunu na anya bụ onye emegide na anya bụ onye ejikwa na ibi ụgwọ nya bụ okwu wee bụrụ okwu ma bụrụ inu as it dey be. As it dey be, before I go come back, a notorious child trafficker has been arrested in Imo State. My people, in case you dey for car, see person wey carry pikin, where you feel like this pikin no be the person own, try your best to alert maybe the police or anybody there so that they will be able to carry out investigation and know what the person is doing, because it has become a lucrative business for trafficking children. Imo State Police Command has arrested a 38-year-old suspected child trafficker and rescued three trafficked children in the process. According to the command's spokesperson Henry Okoye, the suspected trafficker abducted the three children in Anambra State and was captured at Amajeke in Owerri, in the Imo State capital. He said the suspect was apprehended through a thorough investigation and intelligence operation on Wednesday, confessed to her involvement in child trafficking, and revealed that she worked with a syndicate based in Onitsha, of whom she sells the children to. Henry further stated that the suspect further revealed that they specialize in kidnap of children of unsuspecting parents both in Imo and Anambra State. He said operatives of Imo State Police Command Quick Intervention Unit have arrested a 36-year-old woman suspected of child trafficking and rescued three children she had stolen in Anambra State. The arrest followed a thorough investigation and intelligence-driven operation conducted on 20th November 2021 in Amajeke, Owerri. The children have since been safely reunited with their families. On interrogation, the suspect confessed to her involvement in child trafficking and revealed that she works with a syndicate based in Owerri to whom she sells the stolen children. She further explained that her primary targets are children of unsuspecting parents in both Anambra and Imo State, and now investigation is still ongoing. For parents, I beg, they use God, they beg una. Make you try know your children whereabouts. Don't say that your other children can take care of them, but be proactive about your children. All right, but now here I got to wind down the curtain. Thank you for listening. God bless you. All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back update and information as it is hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first who will collect them. Let's go down to the news proper as it is hot. Now that something happened to Mazi Simon Ekpa, that is when you will know who are actually his friends, those who are truly supporting him, and those who are truly behind him, and those who are his enemies. Because sometimes, because you are the corridor of power, your enemies can claim to be your friends. They can be celebrating you because they know that at the upper echelon where you are, that your orders can affect them. So that way, they will remain loyal to you. So when you are in power, when you have money, when you have affluence, you might not be able to know vividly who is your friend and who is not your friend. It will be hard, very, very hard for you to dictate who is on your side and who is actually not on your side, because you are on power. Everybody tends to submit to you. Everybody tends to, greet you. Even self, on your birthday, you see people sending in letters, people sending in gifts, congratulatory messages. But immediately you leave that office, you see all these people, or maybe, for example, let me use, for example, some ministers that were sacked, about 3 or 4 ministers that were sacked by the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The ministers he appointed when he assumed power, like the minister of women of affairs, minister, the one handling police affairs and the rest of them, welfare, and all those things. All these people were sacked. Immediately they were sacked. Even at the office of the Minister of Women Affairs, the people that were working in his office, they started rejoicing. There was a lot of joy. There were a lot of joy in the office of the Prime Minister of in the office of the Minister of Women Affairs. Now, I'm saying this thing because of Simon Ekpa, because now he is into this issue, this detention by the what is it called, the Finnish government. And if you go on social media, you will see the troll, you will see the hatred, you will see that a lot of people, even a lot of people who were supporting Ekpa before now, a lot of people who were behind him, a lot of people who were shouting Ekpa right on, many of them, 90% of them, has turned his enemies. People who Ekpa thought that these people are his friends, even among his cliques now, because among his cliques, even in the governmental power, I believe that if Ekpa should stay there for more time, you will see a division. I'm not a prophet, but I'm using normal life analysis to tell you what is going to happen. Even a lot of people will rise up. If not, if you check, start digging, according to the information we have, that Ekpa was convicted because of a terrorism crime he committed in 2021. What year are we in now? That's 2024. So you tell me that the Finland government are as dumb to be able to find out a crime someone committed after 3 years. They could not even find it the 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. It was after 3 years, getting to 4 years. That was when this thing was found out, and he has been prosecuted. He has been facing prosecution for it. He has been called for queries, arrested, detained, for more investigation. And this will also give you intel that there are some people also who are among Simon Ekpa's party that are part of what has happened to him, probably because of envy, probably because maybe they feel that they feel that Ekpa is now collecting much accolade. A lot of people are respecting him. Look at people are now calling him prime minister, and all that. Let me tell you, there is this thing our holy book said, the Bible. It's a human being heart. The heart of a man is desperately wicked. He say, who can fathom? The heart of a man, that heart is desperately wicked. And no one in this life can fathom the kind of wickedness that is in the heart of a man. Until you dig, until you open up that man's heart, that's when you'll be able to find out that this man actually is full of wickedness. Or when something happens, because now something has happened, go to Twitter. You will see some people who are even tweeting in favor of Simon before his detention. They have now turned against him. They are now logically criticizing him. And if Ekpa should still be there for a more time, you will see that a lot of people will start coming out. Now, there is this information I want to read to you. This is coming from Enugu State. Enugu State said, it says, Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. We are ready to provide evidence of his atrocities. This is happening in Enugu State. So the Enugu State government says it is ready to provide evidence of the atrocities sponsored by Simon Ekpa. They called him the self-proclaimed leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Meanwhile, Ekpa is not leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Rather, he is the prime minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. That is the office he chose to manage. In a statement on Friday, Chidiebere Onya, secretary to Enugu State government, described Ekpa as a terrorist who has no interest of the Igbo people at heart. On Thursday, Ekpa was arrested by law enforcement agents in the northern European nation. He was subsequently sent to prison by the District Court of Pijat, Ham, for spreading terrorist propaganda on social media. Ekpa was said to have committed the crime in 2021 in Leiti municipality. Since 2021, the continued violence in the southeast geopolitical zone has been attributed to the activities of Ekpa-led faction of IPOB. Onya said the Enugu government welcomed the arrest of Ekpa, adding that it will bring about peace and stability in southeast zone. The government also described Ekpa as a murderer and fraudster who delights in killing his people and living large off their misery, saying that Enugu State was ready and willing to provide evidence of Ekpa-sponsored atrocities against Igbo to aid his trial and conviction, whether in Finland or Nigeria. The statement reads, his arrest and trial will no doubt go a long way in strengthening peace, security, and stability in all parts of the southeast. The arrest is in line with the demand of Governor Peter Mba administration, which has repeatedly made it known that Ekpa is a megalomaniac, common criminal, murderer, and fraudster who takes joy in feeding fat on the manipulated emotion of Igbo and inflicting misery on the southeast region. Ekpa has for long, and unfortunately from Finland, made a living by creating a siege climate and mentality in the southeast, destroying life, property, and the Igbo trademark of entrepreneurship and hard work. He thrives on manipulating, exploiting, and extorting the people on the pretext of fighting for their interests and for the restoration of Biafra. This one is coming. I'm not the one who said it. That was why I started this particular broadcast the way I started it. Because ndị be anyị sị na n'ọnụ na-egbu onye na ya bụ onye n'isi ya eme gịnị n'isi ya achị ya ahụ. And as it be, now all these things were not coming out, but now Simon Ekpa has been arrested by the Finnish authorities. And as you can see, a lot of things have started coming out. I will not lie to you. A lot of things have started coming out. People are now saying a lot of things, what they could not do when Ekpa was there in the office. But now he's arrested. Everybody has started bringing up what Ekpa did and what Ekpa did not do. And to the extent that the Enugu State government have, volunteered to provide the Finnish government with a lot of evidence that prove that Ekpa has committed a lot of things in the southeastern part of Nigeria. And himself, Ekpa, I believe that he knows that one day things could come out this way, because our people say that